Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of The Finishing Blow. Hopefully you guys had a good week. Mine's been kind of crazy, but I'm gonna get to that. Let me just knock out all the new stuff first, and then we'll get to the other information, if you will. So on Sunday, started off the week with a kind of a repost, I guess, if you watched last week's video, which, who did? I didn't. But I talked about Yellow Zone and Dogfight, and I decided to actually make a page about those two shorts because I thought that they were worth the attention. So I actually did repost them because before I just had them on my Facebook page. So I did a legit post about Dogfight and Yellow Zone. If you have not seen those yet, I don't know why because I've posted it like 3 times now. Check it out. It's really good. I like both of them just because of the different feels that they have. But I don't think I'll put the clips. I think I'll just go ahead and stick Sean's poster up for now. But you should definitely check them out if you have not seen them yet for whatever reason. Yellow Zone with Andy Long and Dogfight with Sean Bernal. If you search those 2 topics, they should pop up pretty quick. But yeah, so check them out. They're great. I still go back and rewatch them from time to time. So anyways. Moving on, there was a new trailer for this movie called Judge Archer, which I'm going to butcher the name of the guy who wrote it or directed it, so I'm not going to say it, but it's by the guy who wrote the screenplay to The Grandmasters. And as we all know, The Grandmasters has been in development for like 67 years, so he's actually written and directed 2 other films in that time frame. Judge Archer looks very different. It's definitely very deliberate as The Sword Identity was. And I still haven't seen The Sword Identity. I was going to watch it this week, but just stuff happened. Yeah. But the thing that I'm worried about is I've heard very mixed reviews about Sword Identity, and I got to give the guy props for creativity, like trying something different. But at the same time, I don't know if it's a good kind of different or not. Judge Archer looks like it could be good. I just don't know where I stand on it. So check out the trailer, see what you think. Feel free to say whatever. I'm always open to comments and thoughts. So next up, there's a theme song for Chinese Zodiac. Finally. The movie comes out next month, so it was going to happen soon. More footage of the film. Kind of a catchy song, if I do say so myself, because I did, because I said it. What am I talking about? It's too early for this to be filming myself in front of a webcam, or at all. What now? Okay, so the theme song has Jackie and I think it's like ML Chow, right? Which they haven't done a song together in forever, which is really funny because people still don't know that Jackie sings. He does sing, I promise you. He sings like all the end songs to almost all of his Chinese films, I think. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple exceptions. But the majority of the time he does record the theme songs to his own movies, which is really funny when you think about it, because from Super Cop back, time to nerd out a little bit, from Super Cop back, I think he actually didn't get to use his own voice for his films, they dubbed him. So why would you dub over somebody and then let them sing the credits to the song? I don't know, but whatever. They did it with Jet too, but I think Super Cop was the first movie where Jackie actually got to use his own voice in a Chinese film. I think. You guys can prove me wrong if you want, because I don't know if that's 100% right or not. So, anyways, the song's pretty cool. It's got a rap in it, which I thought was kind of funny. But a lot of cool little bits that if you are a Jackie Chan fan, you'll really enjoy. Like, I like the whole picture frame thing, where he jumps through it, and then he, like, runs back and, like, does the backwards dive through the picture frame. It was really cool. And then there's that chick that lifts her leg, and I'm kidding. It's actually in there, though. It's really weird, depending on what your interest level is. Because I was like, okay, so Jackie actually put that in a movie. So, anyways, check it out. It's a catchy song, and I like it. Vigilantes is the next film that apparently Yen Wu-ping will be directing, and it's his first English language film. And I've kind of seen both ends of the spectrum, people being excited because it's a Yen Wu-ping film and people not being excited because it's a English language film. I totally understand that. I think from my end, I don't even care about the language part of it. It's just Yen Wu-ping has a very hit and miss record with either not fight choreography, but more like directing. Like True Legend, he directed that movie, and it was supposed to be like the drunken boxing, and I was really excited, and it just A, kind of disappointed me, and B, was way longer than it should have been. Like they should have split it into 2 different films at least. Which is really weird to hear me complain that a movie should have been split into 2 as opposed to condensed into 1. But it should have. So I don't know how this movie's going to do. I'm hoping that it'll be really good, but given the Hollywood side of production schedules and stuff like that, they'll probably push him a little bit more. So I don't think the fights will be as elaborate as the Hong Kong or Chinese films will be. But again, that's just assuming stuff, so who knows? I don't know, to be 100% honest. The story sounds okay, but for a trilogy, it's very basic. It's going to be like uncovering a truth and all that fun stuff. But I'll keep you guys posted when I find out more. So, okay, so lastly, on the news aspect of things, it's only been 6 minutes. Holy crap, I'm like blitzing through this. But, oh well, whatever. Donnie Yen is going to start, I think it's pre-production for The Iceman Cometh. And he's got a co-star, and he's very protective of who she is. All that we know is that she is a she, and that she has long hair, I think, and she started a movie that made a lot of money. Not a lot to go off of, because there's like maybe 3 Asian women that have short hair, and everybody else just has long black hair. So, yeah, he's not really telling. I'm sure we'll find out eventually, but it'll be interesting to see. And like, it just had co-star, so I don't know if it's going to be somebody that's with him, fights against him, whatever it is. And just to clarify, as far as I know, it's still a remake of the original Iceman Cometh, but it was supposed to be like a CG one, right? Like we saw him like in his full gear or whatever, but I thought I heard somewhere that it was going to be like mostly CG. So we'll see how they do it. I don't know. Of course, the Monkey King was CG, so maybe I'm just confusing everything. Who knows what happens anymore. Okay, lastly, did a review for Wheels on Meals because I needed to go old school for a little bit, and that's the movie I decided to watch. There are some other movies on my to-watch list. I don't know when I'll be getting to them, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. So, in case you guys are wondering, which you may not care at all. But Wheels on Meals, if you haven't seen it yet, I don't know why, because it's an awesome film. It's got great fights, and I love the comedy. I think you might have seen it if you've actually read my review. But the scene where they get the flat tire and they lose the lug nuts, that is my favorite scene from that entire movie. Like, it's so great. Just the whole calling them stupid because he's crazy. It's awesome. But yeah, so if you haven't seen it yet, you really, really need to see Wheels on Meals. You're definitely missing out. Don't even read the review, just watch it. Okay, so lastly, that was a really loud clap. Before I finish this video real quick, I feel like I need to explain a couple things. And don't worry, it's nothing like ridiculous. Just, if you've noticed, my posts have been getting a little bit later in the day. They're still once a day, but they're a little bit later because I started working at a different part. Some of you guys might know, but I work at Target, and now I work at the pharmacy side of Target. So I sell drugs, and they have different hours than what the actual store did. So I tend to come home at a different time, so I can't write as quickly as I used to. I'm still going to do it. But if you're wondering why my posts are getting later, I'm not like neglecting the site. It's just my work schedule changed. So I'll write it when I can. But speaking of which, this week will probably be crazy. I'm still going to do a post a day. But we got Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And then, yeah. So I think I work from like, I don't know. It's not super ridiculous compared to the time the Target opens. But I think I work from like 4 a.m. to like 1 or something like that. I don't know if you guys want to know my schedule. So I should be able to get my review up later in the day, but I'm not going to be able to post it when I typically do because I'll be at work from 4 in the morning. So just kind of stick with me this week. Again, with Thanksgiving, I'm going to try and get something posted before I go out and eat food because I got to eat with people now. Hopefully they don't watch this video. I'm kidding. I haven't said anything bad. But, yeah. So this week's going to be a little bit rocky, but I should be able to get everything done. hopefully you guys, if you live in the States or celebrate Thanksgiving, can you celebrate Thanksgiving even if you don't live in the States? That'd be great. Yeah, if you don't know what Black Friday is, it's the day where everybody goes crazy and just buys things for no reason. They blame Christmas, but they say it's Christmas shopping, but I don't really buy into that. Buy into bad joke. What was I talking about? I should probably end this really soon. That's really all I got. Hopefully you guys have had a good week. Hopefully this coming week, if you do have Thanksgiving, you can relax and enjoy spending time with your friends and family. And I think that's all I really got. So I guess that's it. Hopefully we get some cool news for films and from the indie aspect of things. Oh, also, real quick, I might just go ahead and plug it anyways. Eric Jacobus was in a little video with I think Sean Finney's in it as well. Either he's in it or he directed it. But it's kind of like a spoof. It's like a Scott Pilgrim-ish spoof. If you haven't checked that video out yet, you should also watch that. And Eric did a Kicks montage reel. I don't know how to explain it besides the fact that you need to watch that as well. So yeah, give those videos a look. Eric Jacobus is a beast, and he can kick your face off in about 57 different ways, or over 80, I think, as the thumbnail says. So, okay, that's it. I'm done. Have a good Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, have a good week, and I will continue to give you guys the most up-to-date news that I can, given my work schedule. So, I guess that's it. Hopefully you guys have an awesome week, and I will see you guys next week. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.